All four second-round series are at 2-1. Both teams that were down 0-2 came out on top of Game 3. Mavs 76ers looking to even their series against the Suns and the Heat. And the return of Joel Embiid led Philly to their first win of their series. Can the MVP finalists carry that momentum on the floor for Game 4? The Bucks in Boston came down to the final buzzer. The reigning champs are on top. But do they have command of that series up 2-1? We also look at a historic win for the Warriors. The pool party return with Curry, Thompson, and Jordan Poole combining for 78 points.
Happy Mother's Day, and I hope you got no flowers.
And even though we're a little busy, still got to find some time just to probably go out and probably have brunch or, dinner. Got the flowers already, so I'm good on that.
Well, happy Mother's Day to you and yours. Welcome to Playoff Central Live, presented by AT&T 5G. Chris Miles here with you. Steve Smith, well, he'll be here in a few minutes. Doesn't mean I'm all here by myself for this Sunday full of Game 4s. We have our legion of reporters covering these series. Let's start in Dallas, where the Mavs face the tall task of trying to beat the Suns 2 games in a row, something that's only happened 4 times this entire season. With that, let's welcome in Allie LaForce from Dallas. CP3 had a playoff career worst, 7 turnovers in Game 3. That's almost as many as he had in the entire first round. What caused that uncharacteristic game from Chris Paul?
Well, even worse, Dallas as an entire team only had 1 turnover, and Chris had all 7 in the first half. That was so uncharacteristic of him. I think a couple of things that the Mavs did really played into effect. They put bigger guards on him, and that was a key. They also tried to force him to his left, and I spoke with Dorian Finney-Smith the other day, and he was making me laugh because he was very respectful of Chris Paul. He said, listen, we're not going to stop this guy. He's a Hall of Famer. We just have to make it much more difficult on him. But he said he's a little upper age, so we have to put big bodies on him and make him feel the effect of our physicality. So Chris Paul has been very difficult to stop in his entire career, in this season and in this postseason. He has been a star, especially in the fourth quarter, but the Mavs really were able to tire him down, be physical with him, and frustrate him. And I think Monty Williams, too, said yesterday and today, we have to stop begging for calls and blaming the officials, and we have to take accountability and step up to the plate and make that a non-factor and focus on us and what we can control.
Yeah, 37 years young. Chris Paul's birthday was during Game 3 as well. Jalen Brunson has been so critical to the Mavs this postseason. The Suns held him to 22 in the first 2 games combined. He exploded for 28 in Game 3. How does Phoenix plan to getting back to limiting Brunson to make sure he's not the one that burns them?
Well, the key was his dad was here. I spoke with his mom and dad just a little bit ago, and Dad didn't go to Phoenix because he knew he would have support there and some family there, but he was at the games here at home, and so he said that was the difference, jokingly, of course. Also, his mom's here. It's Mother's Day, so you know he's going to put on a big show for Mom and Dad. But Jalen Brunson is a star. And you may be able to limit a star for a game or 2, but you can't limit a star for a whole series. His confidence was never shaken. They're going to go to him no matter what. And when Luka Doncic is your teammate, you will always have opportunities. One thing Monty Williams was really upset about was that the floor just looked too big. He thought the Mavs did an awesome job of spacing, and when Luka is doing Luka things and those shooters are ready to go, they're going to knock them down. And another factor for Jalen, and he's just been an incredible all postseason, he was a star for them in the first round, is you don't want him to get to the basket. Once he breaks the paint, there are so many options. He can get to the rim, he can finish in contact, and he has a great sense of passing, too. Also, his communication with Jason Kidd is unprecedented. I mean, they are talking nonstop. They are friends. Jason Kidd is his mentor. They speak off the court, on the off days. They're constantly texting, messaging, watching film. He is the biggest student of the game in every way, and so he will be prepared. And if you can hold him back for 1 or 2 games, it's not going to last long.
So the key was dad, and now mom is in the house for Mother's Day. Should be a good game for Jalen Brunson. Allie LaForce, thanks for stopping by. Chris Haynes joins from the city of brotherly love, so we'll continue the family affair on the sidelines for tonight's TNT Game 4 between Philly and Miami. The big news came ahead of Game 3 with Joel Embiid returning to the floor. The MVP finalist said he felt he lacked energy on the court in Game 3. So should the expectations be raised for Embiid in Game 4?
Well, I think if you ask him, he would think so. He told me that he needed to get his legs underneath him. He wasn't really able to do anything when he was out with that concussion protocol. So, look, Doc Rivers said he thought for a 10-minute stretch that Embiid kind of looked like himself and started kind of get fatigued, last couple of minutes of that quarter, that first quarter, that is. But, he expects a more proficient Joel Embiid. And I spoke to Embiid, he told me that, look, he said, I'm going to go out there and give it my all. He felt like the team really needed him. You can tell, you got the sense that, if Philly was able to get a game in Miami, that maybe Embiid would have took another game off to heal. But he said this is desperation time, and this time, this is a situation where the team has a very little margin for error. And so he wants to go out there and give it his all, try to help his team win.
Yeah, they did get the win, 18-11, very productive. Kyle Lowry also returned for the Heat and was ineffective in 25 minutes. 0 points, 3 assists. He also missed the first 2 games of this series. Clearly, he's not 100%. So what's the latest with him? Will he see the same amount of minutes?
Yeah, I think his minutes will expand actually a little bit. Coach Spoelstra said, look, that's a guy who they feel like they can depend on. He's reliable, and look at his track record. He shows up in big games. And so they're not deterred at all. Kyle Lowry said he feels fine, physically fine with that hamstring. He said he's out there. He's going to play up to his ability. So I don't think anything's going to change there. What I expect the Philadelphia 76ers to play a little bit better. And I definitely expect the Miami Heat to play better. They had 79 points in Game 3. So, now it's going to be all up to, let's see what the outcome is at the end of the game, because I think both teams are going to be a little bit more prepared than they were in Game 3.
Yeah, 79 points might have been good in 1995 for the Miami Heat, but certainly not in a playoff game in 2022. Chris Haynes, look forward to seeing you on the broadcast tonight. We appreciate you, as always. Well, we're going to have some friends chiming in from that Memphis Golden State series. And Smitty, he's going to be on the show. You're watching Playoff Central Live. All 4 second-round series are at 2-1. Both teams that were down 0-2 came out on top of Game 3. Mavs 76ers looking to even their series against the Suns and the Heat. And the return of Joel Embiid led Philly to their first win of their series. Can the MVP finalists carry that momentum on the floor for Game 4? The Bucks in Boston came down to the final buzzer. The reigning champs are on top, but do they have command of that series up 2-1? We also look at a historic win for the Warriors. The pool party return with Curry, Thompson, and Jordan Poole combining for 78 points.
Happy Mother's Day, and I hope you got no flowers.
And even though we're a little busy, still got to find some time just to probably go out and probably have brunch or, dinner. Got the flowers already, so I'm good on that.